Back up in the scene, back into the studio shit, you know, and well, everything's like unseen and shit. I mean, basically, you've eradicated different things in your life. They leave you alone more now and shit. But they're still there, that's the thing, and they know they can't budge you now. And old Bill hits hard, aka Gene, hurting the eyes and shit. You know, and that's the thing, shout out to Willie too, there's so much potential there too. And now it's like, the little white boy there, they want Bill to kind of tug him out around here and shit, and Jesus. He's like Bal now, just so old and Ken in there calling me the dark faggot and shit, and even the mom and shit. If you cannot handle this lying and shit, and when your eyes get weird and the dope's up and shit, you have not a budge on the higher up guys, not a budge. Like on Necro and other dudes and shit. Even Eminem's got a big old dip down his throat. I made a fucking kind of a diss skit to the intro at the start. It's in the back there was like a confusion with Dre and Jay thing, and Jay's like an ape now and shit. They can't touch me here either. Even the old cow, I know it's getting thrilling there. They say this guy has high thrill. There's just so much weight there. It's cold blue mountains and the blaster going and red. I mean, for me, and then there's old Tom. They walked right into Tom and shit. And other guys all of a sudden assume, you know, so I know kind of what it's like. These are just regular dudes too and shit. You know, like, I mean, they're kind of, you're right, you're on a shady side and shit. I mean, me and Juice prediction years ago, they'd be out like teacups and shit. They'd be falling into all this lifeless shit. And the spooky chick would be in the cemetery instead, doing all this weird Hitler appointment scamming. And they had to do all this weird shit after the war and shit. I have real experience in crushing it because it's more than just talking, and when I talk, I'm very serious about it too. The old Willie guy too, he knows these people too. Wait, they're gonna get a laugh when they see old Hira's mouth, and they're gonna say, Hira, after old Bop there and shit, right? Quantum gets benched. The thing about Quantum, it's, again, in the roots, the Quantum thing is not the best confidence. It has an ego. These chicks too, they come in. His ego is like iron, but it's very shallow when incorrect. The big part of it is not incorrect, you know, and she's going around touching shit, and Quantum, it says shit, the laws and shit, Bop'Z and shit. And so again, they're looking at the computer, they blame the computer, king size computer. I got a picture of it, 2019, sent it to little Billy, you know, Big Bill. That's wrestling chicks to the bed and shit. That's how strong Bill is on arm wrestling. You know, the new guy just tore them apart like it was a, you know, Gene coming in and shit, and Paul's loving it. And guys think they're running dudes' wheels. No, you're not the same. You're different. You're not even in the same class. You can go around. You're like a dial-up lass. You're blowing the cock of a turtle. You can ask if it helps you any different, or is it the guys that have the drive, the experience, that listen to Too Short, the DJ Too Short, that listen to Lynch's lyrics and X-Ray? That's tough shit, 60 times tougher than other Pop 2. Run around the old FBI Jackson and tugging them out. That's the funny thing, you know. The reason why is because it's true, she's on the system, they do the research. They said, geez, this guy's benching us, pressing us too. The chick's out like a teacup. Again, trying to keep up. It's like lower horsepower, right? When you're up against the writer more. I got scripts upon scripts now, so I do this at my own house and shit too, right? And stuff their mouth and shit. So now I've slipped in 100K, blah, 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 blah. That's more the OG follow too. And I got YouTube, I got different shit going, DBs. And there's the chicks and shit. It's a bunch of dog shit. They're not fool shit. You get fucking robbed and mugged, bitch. Come on with jeans. You're an old Willie. You know, they touch these guys, even Big Billy down there, you know, it's different with us, you know. I mean, there I am, I'm producing shit, I got that program out, 400 free, you know, I mean, dollar program, I mean, pumping beats, I got the rocker up, I mean, I'm on a basic compression at the end, I lay notes down, and then I switch it with different sounds on whatever I'm using, right? See, get something I like. It sounds more eerie and shit. These pads and shit. And synthesis. I mean, I'm getting this to the point. It's like it's getting quick and shit. I got freestyle videos too. Dudes are lost on and shit. Oh, Willie too. He had to come down hard on him. That's the thing. These guys have domestic issues too. They get kicked out. What happens when they go in some guy's house? It's some weird shit too, like deliverance too. They're not used to that. And old Dave and shit, these are old Asian guys ready to kind of just submit to it and shit. And you can do it in your garage, old Dave. That's the thing. With me, it's for life. I'm already at, it's so heavy. I could say at 200 easily, somewhere up there. You know, if I back in history before, I did 20 on an HD 16 and same older computer 800 model, so I'm running over twice the power now, easily, right? So it's even better. So I mean, it's not the computer, it's still running hard. It's got time left. I mean, it's running high too, and that's the thing. People will not know how to use these tools. There's even a certain way in funk that's you can do it. It gets easy too. I mean, not everyone can do it. I mean, I've seen dudes like Willie, they step up, they say, I'm going to do it. And I'm talking real bro too now, too, not just the South. The guys up north, the mirror image too, you know. It doesn't know anything, that's the thing. It's quantum, it gets outpressed by the old army guy, Gene, right? How? Because I'm more serious than Elvis when I do shit. I mean, you can even use, 50 Cent uses a similar board. Right, to get his shit going. So they're looking for 50 Cent now. That's not quite how it's done. I mean, you can come back, get your image from the fat boy tossed out. Eminem, I mean, I get 20 pushes up against Eminem, the bar shit. They know they're not thinking dudes can pick up on their jealousy. This line's getting to them, and they're not even close. That's a thing. There's not a budge. It chicks out like a teacup. There's Ron. I mean, Ron can pump this up. I mean, the thing is, it's legit, and they're running around. There's artists, and they act like this is new. This is over 2000 AD. You're going into the Skynet war almost by now. I mean, it's expected. I mean, the population here is not up. I've worked with a few guys that have got success. They've lost too. They become fucking idiots too. As soon as they get the drink and say fuck it and shit, and they're high and shit. I was the guy that was actually, I could put together something that sounded like more vinyl dope from the old school shit. Now I'm doing it, it's just rocker after rocker. It's got hard hitters that will open their eyes and shit, you know. I mean, even Echo's sweating and all, right? So a lot of them don't care. I got GB, I push GB. It's looking silver and platinum. But again, how do you do that when you're chained to the devil's shit peg? I got my leg out on it, and she can't. And there's Tom, he's looking, they're just waiting, man. And they say, geez, one of these guys, don't even put your feet in it. Think of what, you can go on my music too, you can look it up in HD, huge files, you can't take that catch, man. And we told you too, it's serious. They don't listen to guys. They'll go in the houses, you know, cops will come. I suggest you fucking run. You know, old Willie had to fight and do the old Goat Tom and Jen shit. They think that their way of thinking is they get butthurt and they're pretty much down at free will there and with their titties out, and it's. So again, it's uneven matched. You know, I'm taking all the weight too, the devil shit. And I mean, top muscle devil, the the bikers know, they know the beard, man. They know this is a, geez, hairy old, up and tugging the old, hairy old Yeti Jesus himself, Gus and Balls Bluff when they did this too. Guys like me come out, we have to talk, speech is up now. Back in the day, the vocabulary wasn't there, right? The possibility, Jeffrey, people are thinking that. You gotta create your own destiny on the road. They're gonna be testing your own destiny. Not a lot of people, I mean, it takes the drive. You gotta ask, you know, that's why the cops, are you guys gonna do the cops job? Probably not as rappers after you see all the hot chicks in Baghdad with necros and shit. And me and Drew's prediction now, like teacups, Hitler's gone to sleep, Dr. S stuff, that's real shit. So I can get into crazy shit too, where they go into New York and shit. It's like Charlie shit without a gun and shit. And lucky running around with Kyle, you know, it's shit show. I mean, come back, you say, once you know kind of the facts, once you awake more, that's what genies become powerful. They can sit there, they can get dudes. I have two new ones up, so I mean, so now it's real heavy. I'm pushing dudes too, so they're getting into the crazy black shit, dude. The chick is buried after the fucking old campground thing and running around in the river off like a common butt fuck to go. They can't take the weight. I mean, it's a different group of people now, guys. I mean, again, you're going into quantum thinking, and it's stunned. It's saying, how does he know high quantum physics? Even your smell reception, an animal can knock that off. They can bring in bait and shit. Once that's dead and that animal starts thinking about it, it signals the nose and it starts decomposing the shit right away. Alerting, I mean, get it out of there. It's like a rat, it could be a rat, and it gets to the cats too. But once you start thinking about it, somehow, boom, right? So, again, it's true, there's different paradoxes too. And to go through my speech right now, there's zero possibility. Because the word is stronger in beliefs. I mean, even the old pup there, Jackson, FBI's, you know, stunned, come running along, Gene, pushing a hard 2020 in World War II. Not thinking we can come back, but it's true, we only get one in hardcore mode. And who's the big boys in? Who's the big boys for the job anyways, right? So, I mean, I know it's going to be limited. I know too, dudes, they're not going to be using the right mics and shit. They're going to be, it's going to be picking up. I mean, even now, I could, my voice on this alone, I mean, a dozen. So, I mean, I could go on to, I mean, my dad was engineer more. Even without the school thing, I did the school thing here, so I mean, so there's Brother Lynch, I mean, here I am, Bill, right? So I mean, you know that leverage is gonna hit. They picked up on the CDs too. I know the music is cool, we make it cool too. It's like a Rush, it's the Cloud 9. I mean, Dave was the Jew down there and Lowdown and shit. He's close to that. I got abs and shit now too. I mean, I'm still pushing, you know, amazing progress with even black belts if you want. They couldn't take that weight, and that's why would you try to run two wheels at once and shit and you don't know what's going on? It's entertainment, bitch. You're left at entertainment too. There's no room for that shit. You can't turn around after whatever the fuck you're doing because you're so fucking jealous and you're biting in and shit. Even old gods from before, predecessors, were out like a lightweight. Satan was like an 8. Even running the base, see, they can't take it and shit, but I'm still going away, I'm blasting away, you know, get this video up. You know, I mean, you want to know how I do this shit too. I mean, you can do it with, that was the thing even in 800 back in the day, if you know DJs, a lot of older DJs still do non-fiction and shit. So Bill's serious, and you see Bill went way past this. I mean, in New York and shit, jeez, they did playing around with massive weight, necro sick, he's sucking back all these chicks' tongues and shit, think of that, right? So I mean, even Bill, he's a beast in there. So when that bowl comes at you, you gotta watch out because even big old Bill could be flying in the air at 250, 500 pounds. His real guy is like 500 pounds. He throws all his weight into it. It's more BB than anything. And So that's the funny thing. That's how stupid quantum can be, and how it doesn't know anything. So it says it doesn't even know what views or what until it gets butt fucked. And its mouth beaten, tracing, or running around, playing around. See, there's guys, once they play around with that, they'll be blocked. I mean, look at you, old gang in first. These Norteños, just get them in first. And shout out Clean and Zeus went down there, got her the green eye, roll bass here. I told you guys, you can't do that and shit. It's your king shit, one of the heaviest guys is. So back in recording, I'm sitting there working on it like 8 hours a day and shit. So I had songs that came out that were just different, but were cool and shit, right? So I mean, some of them are lost now, about 20 of them. I handed out CDs and shit, who knows what they're doing with that. I mean, back in the Jaw days in 2009 and shit. So I mean, now it's different, 180 up, 170 to count for. I mean, that hits hard, man. No one has that. Too short, maybe RBL. I mean, it's even a little bit better, they said. But I mean, they're looking around, they're ready to play 50 Cent with dudes. I said, I fucking push this more. Nothing here, just the fucking cool. I got a real guy, GB. He told me he does 10,000. You see the big shows he does. He's pushing like 10,000 records, samples, every show and shit. I mean, making money and shit. He's in different chains and shit right now. I mean, I know he was in Sunrise just a couple years ago too. I was blasting that out. He's pumping up. He's saying he's doing good, tugging along. I got a new one here, and I mean, it's up to his other shit too. So I'm right up there, right? I'm Crusher. So I amp my shit. As you can see, you can go farther. You can go farther up on your mixing board after. And that end limiter is going to limit all the peaks too. So that's what I do. I crank it up. I found you can crank this shit up, right? And then you can add a little compression to it and distortion and shit on the kick and shit, and you can bring the highs up. Even highs have to come up. Some of the highs make or break a beat. Even I go crazy on it, so different. So I mean, so I don't repeat myself. Got Frankenstein, I'm running different effects, so it can't be duped and shit. So I mean, and try to tone it down. It's not too much though, because I know there's already a little bit and shit. So I mean. And it comes out very loud too. Even on YouTube, there's going to be guys that will just, even though it's toned down a little bit in the bits by then, it hits. Their system is going to be pumping, bopping. It might even bop out because I turned it up just at the end on some of them too, so it's broadcast shit too, right? So, I mean, that's the thing, over time, serious, you got the script, there's a dummy guy. Bitches are looking, it's not like that though, because there's reality after, and they're out like a teacup. They don't got nothing, they can't put it up, they can't say a little rap or nothing, so I mean. So Dennis the Menace is coming, you don't know who's in the back gonna be gunning, running, because I got my mask on, I'm cutting you up. It's gonna be stinking like an onion, your eyes tearing like Tom, gas coming, and they come in, they trying to do some more running, I'm gunning out the back, you can't stop me, stab after stab, when I go in the underworld, you're hot meat, you're trying to test me, trying to push me, trying to charge me, but you can't move me, I don't give a fuck what it takes, just buy my CDs, copies, whatever it takes, whatever it is, I'm not just a kid, I'm nice, I'm coming through, I don't rock the ice, I do a little gold, I'm a king, I know myself. You can't fuck with me, I ain't no elf. I ain't in it for the wealth, I'm in it for the tactical skill. You don't run me, you ain't king of my hill. In the Calgary area, it's far from the Bay Area, but it's similar, where they only had a cold winter. I come through, your pump better be working through. And that when I dump it in the truck, you don't wanna fuck around with this. I'm a big old buck. It's dropping, I got the bang for buck. I'm coming through when I hit you with that rush. You don't want to hit me or rush me, I'm too big. Unless you caught my CD, I twist the arms of a pig, put him down like Billy, Big Billy. Can you see me? It's the C, that's why. Mistaken valors, quantum gets its booty press. I put my dick in its mouth. It couldn't even take it. It said it was depressed. You're just a bitch, jealous, with big old tits. But you're not the big tits miss. She came hitting and swinging. I kept ducking, missing, janking, hitting side to side, pepper and clinching, hitting her mouth, and it only took one shot after I was joking. I'm a dummy killing chick, hit you with the pill, I don't give a shit, put you on all fours, make your clit spit. When I go in, it's bigger than a whale, that's just the fingers. Do you have a quail? No, you can't keep up the Seroquel. It's Dr. Satan. I know you're hating because of my lyrical skill. When I warm up, it's like a rush. You get bum rushed like the devil's chick, she gets hit. Dog fucked and shit, turtle sucking dick, you can't keep up. I'm too quick, shot after shot. Hit you, bait you, hook you. You learn your head button from that. Come through, big old bills, a big old bull rush you. It's farther from a cat, it's a lion. When I crush through, I could spot you. You're trying to do me like Mountain Dew in the rush. While you're trying to play it blue, I play gray right through. Hitler taking a 22. When I rush you and the Jude's in the back and it was Grease too. And Ken's a Ranger trying to play it, I don't give no slack. I'm serious. Hit you in the mouth, yeah. Now your teeth are crooked. Why you talking? I'm ready to hit you, come through bopping, you stalking, I'm gun cocking, rushing, hit you with an S&W. I don't give a fuck if you're Russian, I kill Putin. I come through shooting, what you do? I come through, you're tooting, and the dog can smell it, picking up. I know you're jealous, you can't cop my skill, I hit you. I'm like Bill Jr. on the pill, and that's how I do it. You're not king of my hill. So I mean, I can come through fluid and shit. Get through it and shit. So I mean, when they ask dudes and shit, you know, dudes are just bumping their heads and shit. That's an acapella shit. So I mean, that's how easy I could sit there. I could make a beat in an hour, and bumping and pumping and have some weird synth playing and shit, some eerie music and shit. That's why it's getting popular. Chicks are, it's bum rushed and shit. So I mean, now I got the power. I know dudes are sweating, dudes are liking it too. That's why dudes are king, and I got a job on Skynet rocking it. Looking at your fishnets and tits on the Skynet. You think I'm jealous? I'm the one that can take it. It's not no bitch tits. You gotta take it. They don't know if I've made it. I'm in the gray zone like Dave when he got caught and shit. But I'm not that stupid. See, I hit. I'm not in it to miss. You're in it just to dog around and suck your own tits. Like Manson sucking his own dick. I come through lyrical spit, hitting you, busting shots. It's like a shotgun shot, but I come through with the S&W. Even Garrett Den got bopped. And I don't give a fuck if you're a cop. They'll rush, you get watched. Come through if I got that Rolex watch. You get jacked, bitch. Why do you think you run with me? I ain't that rich. It'd be like Big Willie and seeing Sam. I come through. I'm bigger than Miyagi. I'm the top Cobra man. Slashing. Paul's looking. He's getting jealous. I say, fuck your fellas. I do it in my own style. I refine my own wow. You can't hang with me. You ain't really freestyle. Real dudes will be into the real dudes. I mean, like Bill and nonfiction, Jedi mind tricks. You know, and all the West shit, SIBO, Too Short. I was big in the East Town, so I mean, it's sitting there, man. And dudes know they can't top that even though they're talking. So it's more than just talking and shit. And I see you guys are like wax dummies and mummies and underground doucheheads and shit too, but they have their own style, their own party. I'm not into that gay shit. I say, geez, you know, it's like you're in the oasis with us when you're looking for the real shit, you know? So I'm saying it's more than just overnight, and they can't bench that. Quantum thinks, even though Quantum has superpowers like Zeus, like teacups, like I said, true. The old chick in the cemetery wanted to do the alive shit too. That's not even the big guy. That's not even Big Bull Jr., even Rambo there. Ooh, there was Rambo. His arm was